everyone, welcome to our channel. In today's video, we are going to solve optional exercise in polynomials. Here, this is based on class 10th, exercise 2.4 optionals. Now let us take the first sum in the optional exercise. Now he has given a cubic polynomial along with the zeros. Now we are supposed to verify the relationship between the zeros and the coefficients. Now let me take the first sum. Now he has given me 2x cube plus x square minus 5x plus 2. Now the zeros are 1 by 2, 1 and minus 2. Here this is of the form ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. Now where a is nothing but 2, b is nothing but 1, c is nothing but minus 5 and d is 2. Let me take the zeros as alpha, beta and gamma. So let me take alpha as 1 by 2, beta as 1 and gamma as minus 2. Now we know that since it's a cubic polynomial, the sum of the zeros, that is all the three zeros, alpha plus beta plus gamma is nothing but minus b by a. Now let us verify that. So alpha plus beta plus gamma is nothing but 1 by 2 plus 1 minus 2. So 1 minus 2 gives me minus 1. So half minus 1 gives me minus 1 by 2. Now this 1 is nothing but my b and 2 is nothing but my a. So which gives me my minus b by a. Now let us take the sum of the zeros taken 2 at a time. So which gives me alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha. Now alpha beta is nothing but, I'm just going to multiply 1 by 2 into 1 is nothing but 1 by 2. Beta gamma is nothing but 1 into minus 2 is minus 2. And gamma alpha is nothing but half into minus 2, which I cancel and I get minus 1. On further simplification, I get 1 by 2 minus 3, which gives me minus 5 by 2. Now this 5 is nothing but my c, that is minus 5 is nothing but my c, and 2 is nothing but my a. So which gives me c by a. Therefore, alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha equal to c by a is verified. Now the third step, that is the product of the zeros, which is nothing but half into 1 into minus 2. So when I cancel 2 and 2, I get minus 1. Now this minus 1 can be rewritten as minus 1 by 1, which is nothing but minus d by a. You might ponder, how is that a is 2? It's nothing but, now d is given to be 2. Okay, so minus 2 by 2, when I cancel, I get minus 1. Hence, our condition is verified. Now let's move on to the second problem. Now let us see the next sum of the same type. He has given me the sum as x cube minus 4x square plus 5x minus 2. Now this is of the form ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. Now where a equal to 1, b equal to minus 4, c equal to 5 and d equal to minus 2. Now let's take the alpha to be 2, beta as 1 and gamma as 1. Now let us see the first condition, that is sum of the zeros. Alpha plus beta plus gamma. So 2 plus 1 plus 1, which gives me 4. Now when I rewrite this, I can write it as 4 by 1. Now this is of the form minus of minus 4 by 1, which is nothing but, minus 4 is nothing but my b. So minus b by a. So the first condition is satisfied. Now let us see the second condition, that is sum of the zeros taken 2 at a time. That is alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha, which is nothing but, alpha beta is nothing but 2 into 1, so 2. Beta gamma is nothing but 1 into 1 is going to be 1. And gamma alpha is nothing but 2 into 1, which gives me 2. So when I add all these things, I get 5. Now this I can rewrite as 5 by 1. 5 is nothing but my c and 1 is nothing but my a. Therefore, the second condition is also satisfied. Now the third condition, that is product of the zeros, alpha, beta and gamma. So 2 into 1 into 1, which gives me 2. Now this can be rewritten as minus of minus 2 by 1. Now minus of minus 2 by 1 is nothing but minus d by a, because d is nothing but my minus 2 and a is nothing but my 1. So my third condition also is verified. Therefore, the relationship between the zeros and the coefficients is verified in both these sums. If if you see the second sum in the optional exercise, it is nothing but the converse of the first. Here the sum of the zeros taken two at a time and product of the zeros are given. We are supposed to frame the cubic polynomial. Now here the sum is given to be 2, sum of the zeros taken two at a time is given to be -7, and product of its zeros is given to be -14. Now based on this condition, let us start the sum. Now we all know that sum of the zeros is nothing but minus b by a. Here the sum is been given as 2. So alpha plus beta plus gamma is nothing but 2, which can be rewritten as 2 by 1. So if I compare 2 by 1 with minus b by a, I get b equal to -2 and a equal to 1. Now let's move on to the second condition, that sum of the zeros taken two at a time. That is alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha is given to be -7, which can be rewritten as -7 by 1. So we all know that sum of the zeros taken two at a time is nothing but c by a. So when I compare, I get c equal to -7. Once again, the last condition, product of the zeros is given to be -14. So alpha beta gamma equal to -14. We all know that the product of the zeros is nothing but -d by a. So when I compare these two, I can cancel minus and minus. I get d equal to 14. Now we all know that the general form of a cubic polynomial is nothing but ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. Now let's substitute in place of a 1, in place of b -2, in place of c -7, and in place of d 14. Therefore, the given polynomial, the required cubic polynomial, is nothing but x cube minus 2x square minus 7 plus 14. Now let's move on to the third question. If the zeros of the polynomial x cubed minus 3x square plus x plus 1 are a minus b, a plus b, then find a and b. Now the given polynomial is nothing but x cubed minus 3x square plus x plus 1. Here the zeros, that is alpha is a minus b, beta is a, and gamma is a plus b. Now with this given condition, let us go into the problem. Now let's find the values of a, b, c and d. So a is 1, b is -3, c is 1 and d equal to 1. Now let's move on to the first condition, that is sum of the zeros. Alpha plus beta plus gamma is nothing but minus b by a. Now here my alpha is nothing but a minus b, beta is a, and gamma is a plus b, which is nothing but minus b by a. So minus of b here is -3. So minus of -3 by 1, which gives me 3. Now when I cancel minus b and plus b in my zeros, I get 3a. So 3a equal to 3 implies a equal to 1. Now let's move on to the product of the zeros, that is a minus b into a plus b. Now let me use my identity. A plus b into a minus b gives me a square minus b square. So a into a square minus b square is nothing but minus d by a, because product of the zeros is nothing but minus d by a. Now let me substitute d equal to 1, which gives me -1 by 1, which is nothing but -1. Now let me substitute in place of a as 1. So 1 into 1 minus b square equal to -1, which gives me 1 minus b square equal to -1, which is nothing but minus b square equal to -1. If I take the 1 that side, it becomes another -1. So minus b square equal to -2. When I cancel minus and minus, I get b square equal to 2. Or in other words, b equal to plus or minus √2. Why is it plus or minus? Because √2 into √2 gives me 2. Minus √2 into minus √2 also gives me 2. Therefore, b equal to plus or minus √2. So from this I can find the value as a equal to 1 and b equal to plus or minus √2. Now let's move on to the fourth sum. Here it's given, if two zeros of the polynomial x power 4 minus 6x cube minus 26x square plus 138x minus 35 are 2 plus or minus √3, find other zeros. So here we are given a biquadratic polynomial. A biquadratic polynomial is nothing but which has a degree 4, which means it has 4 zeros. So here they have given 2 zeros and we are supposed to find the remaining 2 zeros. Now let's see how to go on with the sum. First, we know that the zeros are 2 plus or minus √3, which means one zero is 2 plus √3 and the other zero is 2 minus √3. Let me write this as a factor. We all know, suppose a and b are zeros. To write them as factors, we just need to write x minus a and x minus b. Here also, we are going to do the same thing. X minus 2 plus root 3 into x minus 2 minus root 3. So let me take the minus inside. X minus 2 minus root 3 into x minus 2 plus root 3. Now this is of the form a minus b into a plus b. So let me apply the identity a square minus b square. So x minus 2 the whole square minus root 3 the whole square. Now once again let me apply the identity a minus b the whole square. So which gives me x square minus 4x plus 4 and root 3 the whole square is nothing but 3. So on further simplification I get x square minus 4x plus 1. Now let us see how to find the remaining two zeros. Now for that we need to divide the entire biquadratic polynomial by the product of factors which we have got just now. That is, I am going to divide x power 4 minus 6x cubed minus 26x squared plus 138x minus 35 by x squared minus 4x plus 1. My next step will be x square into what gives me x power 4. So x square into x square gives me x power 4. So let me multiply now. X square into x square gives me x power 4. X square into minus 4x gives me minus 4x cubed. X square into 1 gives me x square. Now division is repeated subtraction. So x power 4 and minus x power 4 gets cancelled. Now here minus 6 plus 4 gives me minus 2x cube and here minus 26 minus 1 gives me minus 27x squared. Let me bring down the 138x. My next step will be x square into what gives me minus 2x cubed. So x square into minus 2x gives me minus 2x cubed. So let me multiply now. Minus 2x into x square gives me minus 2x cubed. Minus into minus plus. 2 4s are 8. So 8x square. And minus into plus gives me minus. 2x into 1 gives me 2x. Now division is again repeated subtraction. So minus 2x cubed and plus 2x cubed gets cancelled. Now here minus 27 minus 8 gives me minus 35x square. And plus 138 plus 2 gives me 140x. Now let me bring down the minus 35. Now next step up. X square into what gives me minus 35x square. Naturally minus 35 gives me minus 35x square. So minus 35 into x square gives me minus 35x square. Minus into minus plus. 35 into 4 gives me 140x and plus into minus gives me minus. So 35 into 1 gives me 35. Now division is repeated subtraction. So minus 35 plus 35 gets cancelled. Plus 140 minus 140 gets cancelled. Minus 35 plus 35 gets cancelled. So I get a remainder 0. Now I have a quadratic polynomial x square minus 2x minus 35. Now let me factorize to get the remaining two zeros. So when I factorize, that is minus 35, when I split I get plus 5 and minus 7. So the factors are x plus 5 and x minus 7. Therefore the other two zeros are minus 5 and 7. Now let's move on to the fifth problem. If the polynomial x power 4 minus 6x cubed plus 16x squared minus 25x plus 10 is divided by another polynomial x squared minus 2x plus k, the remainder comes out to be x plus a. Now find k and a. Now for this sum, let us divide the entire polynomial by x squared minus 2x plus k. Now as usual, let us see x square into what gives me x power 4. Now x square into x square gives me x power 4. So let me multiply this. X square into x square is nothing but x power 4. X square into minus 2x gives me minus 2x cubed. X square into k gives me kx square. Now division is repeated subtraction. So let me subtract. Now minus 6 plus 2 gives me minus 4x cubed. 16 minus k gives me 16 minus kx square. Now let me bring down minus 25x. My next step will be x square into what gives me minus 4x cubed. X square into minus 4x gives me minus 4x cubed. So let me multiply. Minus 4x into x square gives me minus 4x cubed. Minus into minus gives me plus. 4 2s are 8. So 8x square. Minus into plus gives me minus. 4 into k gives me 4kx. Now division is repeated subtraction. This gets cancelled. I am left with 16 minus k minus 8 into x square, which gives me 8 minus k x square minus 25 plus 4k into x. Now let me bring down the 10. So I am bringing down the 10. I get 8 minus k x square plus minus 25 plus 4k x plus 10. Now what if I multiply with x square? I get 8 minus k x square. Naturally, if you multiply 8 minus k, I will get 8 minus k x square. So let me multiply now 8 minus k into x square. So I get 8 minus k x square. 8 minus k into minus 2, which gives me minus 16 plus 2k into x. 8 minus k into k. So 8 minus k into k I have written here. My next step will be division is repeated subtraction. So this gets cancelled. I am left with minus 25 plus 4k minus 16 plus 2k. So when I subtract this, I get minus 25 plus 16, which gives me minus 9, plus 4k minus 2k, which gives me plus 2k into x. Now here 10 minus 8k plus k square. So which gives me 10 minus 8k plus k square. Now this is my remainder part. Now let us compare the remainders. The remainder he has given is x plus a. So let me equate the coefficients of x in my remainder and equating the constant terms. So what do we get when we equate the coefficient of x? I get minus 9 plus 2k equal to 1, which gives me 2k equal to 1 plus 9, which is nothing but 2k equal to 10, or k equal to 10 divided by 2, which gives me k equal to 5. Now let me equate the constant term, which gives me 10 minus 8k plus k square equal to a. So here I'm going to substitute in place of k as 5. So 10 minus 8 times 5 plus 5 square equal to a, which gives me 10 minus 40 plus 25 equal to a, which is nothing but 35 minus 40 equal to a, or a equal to minus 5. So friends, I have taken the utmost effort to make it more reachable and understandable. So if you have any queries or doubts, please comment, and also please don't forget to subscribe, like and share. Thank you.